That is Independence Hall. That is where the Declaration of Independence was signed. So of course today we're in beautiful Philadelphia, and I just made a reservation to go inside for a tour. It cost $1. You could say this is the birthplace of United States of America. I don't actually know if I'm allowed to film inside, but we have a tour. So I just went through security here, and this is my tour. Wow, this is really fascinating. So we're in a courtroom inside the Independence Hall. This is where the independence was signed. So this assembly room is where the Declaration of Independence was signed and where the Constitution was created. And the tour guide just said that many things in this room are originals, including Ben Franklin's chair. He actually sat in that chair. Wow, that was so fascinating. Such an historic building right here. So much happened in American history right in this building. And the tour guide Luke, he actually said that this is basically the birthplace of the United States of America. It's so cool. I think there's a few other buildings we can go inside of. Let's check it out. Original documents from the 1700s. So we have one more building we're allowed to go inside. So this is Independence Hall, and then this one is called Great Essentials, and we're allowed to go in this one too. So this building is called Congress Hall, and you can't go in there unless you're on a tour, and the tour starts in 2 minutes, so they're gonna let me join. Thank you. That was so cool. So on that tour, you don't need a reservation, you just walk in there. But it was me and 2 other ladies, so it was just 3 of us and the tour guide in that room. But this exact building is where John Adams was sworn in as president. So I stood right where he was declared president. Amazing. Wow, that was so great. That was so interesting. So I did say that it was $1 to go inside. It is free, but the $1 was like a service fee or something. So yeah, you do need a reservation to go inside Independence Hall, but definitely do it if you ever come to Philadelphia. Very, very interesting. So of course, I'm not American, I'm British. And it's super funny because we were all standing in there, like the tour group was pretty big. And he was like, us as Americans, us as proud Americans, we are proud of it. And I was just sitting there as like, yeah, not me. But anyway, I definitely appreciate and respect like the culture of America, like stuff like this. Like, we don't have stuff like this. And he talked about like the royal family a little bit, and you don't vote for the royal family like the Queen of England, the King of England. Like, we don't vote for that. They're just born into it, you know. Whereas like the presidents, you have to do some work to basically get the job, you know, and you have to get voted in. But yeah, very different from our system. So that is the Liberty Bell. I'll be honest, I just eavesdropped a tour guide, so I'm going to tell you some things that he said. And it was actually made in London. I didn't know that. It was made in London and sent here as a gift. And yeah, I didn't know it was made in London. But it was called the Freedom Bell or the Independence Bell. It wasn't called the Liberty Bell until 1842. And there's a big crack in it now. And it was broken during George Washington's birthday. So I think we can go inside, so let's try and go inside. The Liberty Bell is literally across the street. Independence Hall is there, and the bell is right there. So the bell was sent from London, and it was broken immediately. So they recast it, and then it broke again, and it just kept breaking. And like I said, they finally got it going, and they were ringing it every single day. But the kind of metal they used wasn't designed to be like rung every single day, like many times a day. So it finally had a big crack, like I said, George Washington's birthday, and it was hanging in Independence Hall. So when it cracked, they moved it into here on display.
Thank you, sir.
There's a sign over there that says 2 guys recast the bell, but I'm glad they have their names here.
One of America's greatest symbols of liberty and freedom.
It must be school holidays here. Good luck to those teachers. So this place just down the street from Independence Hall was the house of George Washington and John Adams. I love this kind of historic stuff, and of course, like I said, we don't have this kind of stuff because our system's a little bit different. But I lived in America. If you didn't know, I lived in America for a long time, so I know about a lot of this. But I was thinking, like, would I want my country, the UK, to have similar stuff like this? And I don't think like one's better than the other. It's just the way it is, just the way it happened. Philadelphia is really cool. It's so different from New York because Philadelphia is so much more historical. But we're going to take a walk because there's one place I really want to see in Philadelphia, and a lot of people don't know that it's actually here. They think it's somewhere else. Philadelphia does have a subway, but the weather is beautiful today, so we're going to walk. Another thing that I was thinking about what I want the UK to do is flags. There's American flags everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And like I was saying before, like people here, they're so passionate and patriotic, and not to say we're not, but one thing is we don't just hang our flag everywhere for people to see. And I don't know, like would I like it, would I not like it? I don't know. Like, does it make much of a difference? I'm gonna try and count how many US flags that I see on my way. There's already one there. There's one right there. So that's already 2. Here's another one. We're walking through the heart of downtown Philadelphia right now, and this is Chinatown.很多事情我没说中文。Plenty of homeless people here, just like New York City, but I just saw a weird interaction. A lady like gave some money to a homeless guy, but she threw it on the ground, and the homeless guy like started screaming at the lady, why are you gonna throw it on the ground? On one hand I'm like, be grateful that you got it, on the other hand it's like, yeah, just give it to the guy. I have never been inside or ate at a Hard Rock Cafe, but this is Jefferson Station. This is where I came in from New York City, and we're going to City Hall. That is Philadelphia City Hall. I never want to permanently live in any major city because look at this traffic. And it's so loud, everyone's beeping, everybody's in a rush, everybody. Even when you have time, you're still in a rush. When do you put up your Christmas decorations and your Christmas tree? Because today's date is November the 9th. I think it's too early. I think December the 1st is when you're allowed, but so many people, Halloween finishes and it's Christmas time. We're gonna head to our next destination here in Philadelphia. Very, very cool place. I think you've seen it before. So we're going to start right here in Love Park, John F. Kennedy Plaza. And we're going to walk this way because there's something very special at the end. Just asked one of the guys here, they're setting up the Christmas Plaza, the Christmas Village here in Philadelphia, John F. Kennedy Plaza. But I can just see it in the distance. You won't be able to see it yet. We're gonna walk all the way down there. The closer I get, you're gonna recognize it definitely. This is Ben Franklin Parkway. I'm gonna walk all the way to the end. It's 1.3 miles from the Love Park all the way to where we're going today. And I'll give you a clue, it wasn't a very, very famous movie, but the message in the movie was very important because it's about the underdog, it's about fighting, it's about never giving up. And a lot of people don't know that this guy is from Philadelphia. Some people think New York, some people think California, but no, he's from Philadelphia. If you haven't been keeping up with what I've been doing, I took a transatlantic cruise from the UK to New York. So that's how I ended up in New York, and I've been here for 5 days, almost 5 days. But I'm leaving tomorrow. So I'm going back to New York tonight, and then I'm leaving the US tomorrow. But I'm not going home, I'm going somewhere hot. I'm going somewhere to relax. So find out at the end of the video where I'm going. Currently walking through Logan Square. I think I picked a good time to visit because it looks so cool. Leaves are falling. It's not very cold. This part of the world does get very cold, but not yet. Here's another clue. A lot of people like to run down this street, and maybe some of these people are boxers. So I just arrived. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to guess before I tell you where I am. So this is where they filmed Rocky. So the movie Sylvester Stallone, when he's the boxer Rocky, it was right here. Technically this place is the Philadelphia Museum of Art. But this was the famous scene in Rocky when he's running and all the kids are chasing him. Rocky runs all the way down there. He runs up the steps, right to the top. There you go, this is where Rocky runs to. Whoa. One of the best movies ever, one of the best movie scenes ever, and it was right here. But look at this view. That is Philadelphia. If you do want to come here yourself, you want to come to the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Of course, a lot of movies are filmed in like a studio, but it's so cool to come to a place where the movie was actually filmed here. And Rocky ran right here. Rocky was right here. But Rocky's actually here. You can meet him. So let's go and see Rocky. But if you come here, you're going to see a lot of runners, a lot of people jumping, a lot of people boxing. But it's so cool. One of the best movies ever. If you haven't seen Rocky, then you need to watch it. But when you see the scene when he's running, it was right here. I was there. People don't know that he's from Philadelphia. Rocky's from Philadelphia. He's not from New York, Philadelphia. Looks like we've got a merchandise store over here, and just behind the store is Rocky. There he is, the man himself, Rocky Balboa. One very cool thing about today is, that's the art museum right there, but over here, they're setting up for a marathon, and it's called the Rocky Run. It doesn't say how long it is, but it's in 2 days. It's this weekend, the Rocky Run. I don't think they run up the stairs, that's probably too dangerous, but Rocky Run. I just looked it up. They have a 5K, 10 mile and 13.1 miles, so they have a half marathon. If you like Rocky, definitely check out the Rocky Stairs. We're gonna head towards the city center right now because very soon we're gonna head back to New York. spent an hour relaxing in the free library, but it's currently 2:30. Our bus back to New York leaves at 3:30, so we're gonna head to the bus station now. I've been so lucky with the weather because this time of year in Philadelphia, it's usually cold, but it's so nice today. So of course I'm staying in New York City, and I took the bus here, the Greyhound bus, and it's only 2 hours from New York to Philadelphia. Kids just got out of school and they're crazy, just seen like 10 kids almost get run over. But I'm at the Greyhound station, and like I said, I took the Greyhound bus from New York to Philadelphia. It's only 2 hours and it costs like $20. And there you go, we are back in New York City. I hope you enjoyed Philadelphia. I had a really good day, but tomorrow we're leaving United States. We're going to Cancun, Mexico. If you want to see Cancun, hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.